Hello everybody, how's it going? It's your boy Ada Snake Martin and I'm back with another video for you. Today, I am Cupid. It's Valentine's Day very soon. It might have been. It's the time of love. Who thought that love would be brewed best in February, after January? Maybe everyone's ready to shack up. Today, I'm going to judge all of the couples and relationships that we all know very well and see if I think they deserve to be together or if they should split up. And just my general thoughts about love on the video game landscape. Now, first up, an iconic couple. Princess Peach and Mario. What is going on there, eh? Mario, bless him. He keeps trying to save her, doesn't he? She's getting taken to another castle under that lovely, convenient guise of that Koopa King, Bowser. Now, does she want to be taken by Bowser? If we look at the facts, Super Mario Sunshine, there's a whole subplot for Bowser Jr. looking for his mama, who happens to be Princess Peach. Now, is that convenient? Or is it actually what happened? Did Bowser get a little bit freaky with that Princess Peach? I'm not sure, but I do know that Mario is on the sidelines looking in, trying to save a relationship that seems a little bit doomed. Does she want him? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think there's a bit of love. I think there's admiration there from Peach towards Mario, but ultimately, I don't think she's that into him. I think her head keeps turning as they do on Casa Amor in Love Island. I don't think they should be together. No. I think that Mario should move on. So I think he could do a lot better than Princess Peach. Don't get me wrong, he's trying to marry into money, and that can be a very wonderful thing. She's a good looker, and I think that helps him. I think Mario and Princess Peach are doomed. I think they need to be better. I think they should fastly move on, and I think there are better things in better pastures. Next up on the relationship front is a three-way. I'm going to the iconic love triangle of all time. Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, okay? Who deserves Cloud? Now this is a really difficult one, especially with Final Fantasy Remake and Final Fantasy Rebirth, muddying the waters, if you will, because I think they really do expand on that romantic story tenfold. But what do I think of that relationship? Well, I think it's messy. Cloud really should decide, and let's be honest, Tifa and Aerith are fighting for his attention right under each other's noses, and I think they know about it. But I do think there is a perfect answer for this. I think that Cloud isn't actually good enough for either of them. He's too messed up, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's too messed up after his past with Zack and what happened with Sephiroth. I get it, okay? I get it. Aerith and Tifa, they should be together. I mean, they expand it a lot in Rebirth, right? About how they have a beautiful friendship. Oh, maybe it could be more. That's what I'm hoping for. Rule 34 is banned in the UK now. What a terrible, terrible shame. I throw out a question to you. Who obsesses over Cloud more than those two women?
Good, Cloud. Very good.
Sephiroth, I think they should be banging. Because when you think about it, like truly think about it, Sephiroth and Cloud, they need each other. Sephiroth and Cloud deserve each other. Because without one, neither can really exist. And that bond goes deeper than superficial looks or, do we get on? I think this is deep. I think that is the relationship. I want Brokeback Midgar Mountain. I need it. Sephiroth, a beautiful man. Cloud, a beautiful man. That triangle, quite simply, get rid. Split off. Tifa, Aerith one side, Cloud, go and find Sephiroth, and Sephiroth make a beautiful man sandwich. That would be the best outcome for everyone in this relationship. Don't call me Cupid. Don't. I'm a single man. I shouldn't be judging couples, but here I am. Now let's talk about red flags in relationships, shall we? Leon S. Kennedy, the S means sexy, and Ada Wong. Now, what a troubling relationship to be beholding us in 2026. Do they want each other? Well, I can tell you that Leon is obsessed, right? He is obsessed. He's got Ashley bending over backwards, quite literally for him, and he does not want to know. He wants Ada Wong more than anything else. Now, should they be together? Oh my god, no. 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 She has tried to kill him so many times and made it out that it's this weird romantic gesture and that she's actually saving him. That is gaslighting. That is gaslighting 101. Now, Leon, bless him, naive. He's gotten older, as we know in Resi 9. I think he's going to be like 50. But I still think he's chasing that beautiful Ada Wong. He still would. If she said, all right, Leon, let's go. Me and you, let's go to the hotel. He'd be there. He'd be buying the hotel room. He'd be buying the suite, wouldn't he? Poor boy. He doesn't know what he needs. He needs a nice woman in his life. Leon and Ada, terrible relationship. Don't even go there. Terrible. By the way, spoilers for this next one if you haven't played The Last of Us 1 and 2. I want to talk about a healthy relationship now. I want to talk about The Last of Us. I want to talk about Joel and Ellie. No. That's a cosplay you should never do if you're in a relationship, let me tell you that. I saw a picture online of it once. I felt sick. No, I'm not talking about Joel in this one. I'm talking about Ellie and Dina. Now that is a traumatic relationship, isn't it? Built after the wasteland, the apocalypse has come, it's still on, it hasn't even gone yet. And oh, what a world to fall in love in. Not a good one, is it? Now, to be fair, I think they had quite a healthy relationship at first. But then it went sour, didn't it? Because the lust for revenge turns out to be far, far more juicy than the lust for love. Now, poor Dina, she's had everything with Ellie, didn't she? She got the baby, she had a lovely life. But Ellie couldn't say goodbye to that life, could she? She needed to sort out the problems that she couldn't overcome. And what did it get her? Bugger all. Dina is better without Ellie. And Ellie, let's be honest, is a ticking time bomb, isn't she? Bless her. She's not going to be good for anyone. Not at this rate. She needs deep therapy. I think Dina does as well. I think they all do in Last of Us, to be honest. But there's not many therapists about, unfortunately. Not many. So I'm glad that one ended. Alright? I'm glad. Because it's not good for anybody, is it? It's not good for anyone. Now let's talk about another relationship in video games. Now, one of my favourite games is Metal Gear Solid, and there's a lot of strong female characters in that franchise. Now, there are a lot of strong female characters in that franchise, and there's a lot of loving going on with the protagonist, Solid Snake. I mean, it's a bloody metaphor in itself in a name, isn't it? Let's be honest. A few of these characters have probably had a Solid Snake or two in their time. Now, Solid Snake himself, quite a healthy relationship initially with Meryl going in Metal Gear 1, but that's all forgotten about by the time you get to 4. He doesn't really think about women. No, what I'm talking about is Metal Gear Solid 3. Big Boss, Naked Snake as he's known as in Metal Gear Solid 3. Now, his mentor, his almost mother figure, the boss. Now, I think that relationship's a bit of a tricky one. She spends a lot of the game beating him up, but also she gives him this weird task that only he can do, which is to kind of kill her. And that's something that he really doesn't want to do because I think he sees her as his mother, but also as in a little bit more. I don't think anything's happened, but I don't think he's not thought about it on a dream or 4. Now, Eva comes into it, I think adds a little bit of mystery, I get that. But we're not talking about Eva today. I'm not talking about her. She's a matter, not in this one. No, I think we want to talk a little bit about Oedipus, don't we? Let's be honest. Oedipus the complex, not Oedipus the man. I think he fancies his mum. I think he does. Which, in essence, makes Naked Snake a very dweeby character, because not many characters should fancy their mums, but he does. I know it's not blood, but it's still weird. And, yeah, I think the end of that game has saved Naked Snake, to be honest. I think he can move on with himself. Obviously, he has kids, 3 little shitten. Well, and I think that's probably the best outcome for him. I don't think he has any other girlfriends on the scene that I can remember, pretty much just Eva. There's not many actual healthy relationships in the Metal Gear Solid universe, and I think that's probably a good thing. Another one that I'd like to quickly discuss is that of modern day. We live in an era of AI. Now, AI doesn't only rule in our lives now, but it used to rule in the future, in the past. I'm talking about Halo. Now, Mr. Master Chief has a funny relationship with his AI handler, Cortana. I think we all know where this is going. If you've ever seen the film Her, I think it's an accurate representation of the relationship between Cortana and Master Chief. It's a strange one, isn't it? It's a man that falls in love with Siri, and Siri's going to probably pop up on my screens now because they're near me. I have an iPhone, but it didn't, so thank you, Siri. What do we think about that? There's no harm done. It can't be good, can it, him falling in love with a bloody robot machine lady? Of course he goes through hell and high water over the series, trying to save Cortana, having to say goodbye to Cortana, then seeing Cortana be a bad guy. Trauma, 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 trauma. He needs to move on. There's a lot of Spartans by the end of Halo, or by the time wherever the hell Halo Infinite is. There's loads of them. And I think he could find a nice new lady friend, or man friend. He needs to get away from this toxic relationship with his computer, okay? It's bad. He's got a porn addiction, isn't he? Let's be honest. A porn one. She barely wears any clothes anyway. Terrible. Master Chief, sort it out. Healthy relationships in video games feel quite hard to find. However, the story of Uncharted tells a good bloody one. Now, Elena Fisher and Nathan Drake, they finally show a real healthy relationship, because during the games they do go up and down, don't they? They start off barely knowing each other. He basically robs her just to get some more treasure and what have you. He values treasure over love, but then in the end he realised that love is the greatest treasure of them all, and it's with the woman that's been with him throughout it all. He has some problems. Chloe Fraser pops up, doesn't she? Tries to turn his head, and it kind of does work, but then he gets brought back by Elena. When they fight, they break up, but they communicate and they get back together, they fix things. And not being funny, but I think some of the best relationships in life are the ones when you can sit on a sofa with your loved one and you can play some Crash Bandicoot competitively and not fight at the end of it.
What? Is that it?
You asked for it.
For that, I think we really need to look at Elena and Drake as a good relationship in video games. Very, very rare, but very, very beautiful. And finally, I want to talk about a tragic one, I think. If you have ever played Final Fantasy X, this one is for you. If you haven't played it, please stop watching. Go away, because this will spoil it a little bit. But the story of Tidus and Yuna is genuinely beautiful, I think. It's a story where love is built through tragedy and sadness, because they fall in love in circumstances where they know that it can't continue, because obviously if a summoner beats Sin, then the summoner will die. It's lovely but sad. It's so sad. I cried quite a lot. And also, the ending is even better than how it sounds like it will be from me talking. So it's not full spoilers, but honestly, that love in that game is just stunning. Now, I want to know what you think of these relationships, and what are some that you want to talk about in the comments that I haven't mentioned. We could talk about lots of them. We could talk about Link and Zelda. We could talk about Kratos and his wife in God of War on the PS2 ones, back in the Greek mythology, because that went well. We could talk about so many, such as like Geralt and Triss and Yennefer, that little love triangle. What do you think are some iconic relationships in games? And do you think they should be together? Why do you like them? I'd love to know in the comments, so please tell me. But that is it for me today. Wherever you're doing, have a wonderful Valentine's. I hope you find the love of your life on that very day. If you don't, then don't worry about it. There's plenty more days to find love. That's what I tell myself every evening when I cry myself to sleep. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Toodaloo.